Hello, welcome. Is your past holding you back? I'm going to lead you through a guided visualization that's fairly short, that's going to help you get started or continue on the healing road in your past regret. Hello, I'm Carol Deshane, your intuitive spiritual guide for practical matters and certified Marconics energy recalibration practitioner. Do you regret something from the past and something that is holding you back? And have you tried to heal it at all yet? Sometimes we work really hard and we think we're there, and our reality doesn't really match what is happening, what we think should be happening. Or maybe it's been such a difficult thing that we regret, that we beat ourselves up over. We don't even want to look at it right now, and maybe never have. So what do? Well, if life seems like it's just so difficult and you're just making so much effort to make anything happen, look down at your ankle, because you could have a really large chain attached to it. You could be dragging your past with you every step you take, so that it's impossible to really get where you want to get because it's so exhausting. Or maybe you have that person attached to your foot. Step right, drag Harry. Step right, drag Harry some more. Step right, oh, now there's a different person you're dragging along with you because you haven't finished healing. And maybe you're that person who goes to a party and come out of the bathroom and you have that toilet paper attached to your foot. It's a little embarrassing, but you don't know it's there until somebody mentions it. And you go, oh my God, okay. It's kind of the same way with the healing you think you've done, but you haven't quite completed it yet because you think you're fine. But there's a little bit of toilet paper stuck to your foot that you haven't noticed yet. So maybe a friend will say, why do you keep talking about your ex? I thought you were over this guy or this one gal. And you say, oh, I am. And they say, no, every other word is this person. Let it go. And you think, oh, I didn't realize I was doing that. Or maybe you have somebody currently in your life, and this is just a relationship example, of course, but maybe you have that somebody current and you react to them in a certain way, and they look at you with this expression and they go, why are you reacting like that? I am not your ex. I would never think that or do that to you. And it might be a wake-up call to go, oh, I thought I healed that. So we never know until we get into situations whether we are totally healed or not from things we regret. And ultimately, what do we want? We want to have the past something we learn from, not something we wallow in and stay stuck in forever. We want to get through the pain quickly if we can. Well, most of us anyway, right? We don't want to stay there any longer than we absolutely have to. So I want you to take a piece of paper or open up a Word doc or something and write 3 things, well, 2 or 3 things that you regret. Not what someone else did to you, but what you said or did or didn't say or do that you've thought about to this day, that you think has changed your life, or that you keep thinking about it. Even if you don't think it changed your life, if it's something that bothers you, put it on the list. And you might have 1 thing, or you might have 20, and it's all fine, whatever you want to write down. And if you can't quite come up with something, use the phrase, if only. If only I had said something to this person, if only when I was having an interview that might have changed my life, I had done smarter responses. I had said this instead of that. If only, then maybe my life would be better. If only I had said something when the person I loved walked out the door, maybe, or gone after them, maybe life would have been different. If only. Or maybe you have something very deep-seated in his abuse or something, and you think, if only I stood up for myself or done something else. There are so many if-onlys that you can have in your life. And this exercise is going to be either healing or a beginning or maybe a shift through logjam so that you can let go of some of these regrets and move forward in your life with more joy. So while you're writing down these couple of incidents that you want to heal and move forward with that are regrets, want to tell you a little bit about Wayne Dyer's very little known book called The Gifts of Ickis. The Gifts of Ickis, which is spelled Eykis, is a book, it's a parable. It's a story within a story. So it reads a little bit, well, most of it reads a little like a novel. And it's about another planet in our solar system, and he picks Uranus. And it looks the same as here, exactly, except the reasons that people do things are totally different. And so, for example, here, when we say we're having an anxiety attack, it's us letting anxiety get to us in whatever form that may be. Where on Uranus, in Wayne Dyer's planet, what that means is that there are little X's and O's in the wind, in the air. And when the wind goes just a certain way, anxiety, which is what they call it, may attack you. So they have weather reports about anxiety, because if it's high levels, then you need to get inside so you don't get hit with an anxiety attack. And if you have worry, they have a way to press fast forward to go see if that thing that you're fearing about in the future is actually going to happen or not. So you don't waste all that time. And that's the reason why, in worry, stuck in worry, that's the reason why they have that worry, just so they can go check it out. And the same goes for regret. Regret of anything or guilt that they have on this planet of Wayne Dyer's, they push rewind. And when they push rewind, they go back. They fix it, adjust it, re-say it, and then they come back into the present having fixed it. Otherwise, why have the regret or the guilt if you can't do anything about it? And that's what the Gifts of Ickis talks about. So I put together, in honor of Wayne, a little guided visualization that I call Rewind, which has to do with that. So what we're going to do is you're going to think on one of these items that you've come up with that you regret and that you wish you'd done or said something differently. And we're going to rewind. We're going to reset the energy by saying exactly what you wish you'd said, and then imprint those feelings on you so that you can start shifting, because energy-wise, it is amazing what you can do with such a little shift. So if you would go ahead and close your eyes, choose that one thing that you regret that you want to work on today, and then let's get moving here. So I'm going to count you down from 5 to 1, and you are going to end up in that space, in that time when you wanted to shift this outcome. All right, so there you are at 5, with your eyes shut, breathing, releasing any worry, releasing any doubt that this will work. 4, calming your mind, knowing that it's okay to shift, to change, and to grow, and to heal. 3, feeling yourself moving towards the past, towards that incident that you'd like to shift, knowing that there is no fear and no worry any longer, no guilt and no regret, because you're going to change the past. 2, I see you hovering over the incident, feeling like you've just about arrived there, knowing that you're excited you're going to be able to change this. And 1, arriving in the body when you were at the time of the incident, seeing those around you that were there, and seeing what the environment was like. Were you at home, at work, wherever you were? You're there right now. Now hit the pause button and take a breath. Take a deep breath, knowing that you're okay, you're safe, and that you're going to shift this whole incident so that you're okay with this, so that this is a growth moment, and you're good. So now that you've hit pause, you've taken the breath, I want you to hit play again when you're ready, and allow what happened to play out in a different way. So you're going to picture what's happening and be there in that moment. Remember what you want to say. Let it unwind. If you wanted to say something differently, Say it now. Don't even go into what happened in the past, before. This is new. This is imprinting on top of the old and shifting it so that you can heal and change your patterns. So go ahead and continue with the conversation or with the incident, saying what you want or saying something totally different, whatever it is, or maybe saying nothing and turning around and walking away because that's what felt best to you. All these years that you've regretted. Let yourself shift and say what you want. You'll know you're ready to be complete when there's no more feelings left of hurt or of the need to say anything else or do anything else. You've come to the end of that story for the moment. And as you take that breath and you get to that place, the place of feeling empowered, the place of feeling that you know you did what you needed to do from your authentic self, from what feels the best for you, then I want you to take that moment, imprint that feeling on top of the old emotions. Imprint it on top of the old mind pictures of regret. Imprint it on top of any cellular memory that you have in your body of this feeling that you wish it had been differently. You've done it differently or said it differently. And allow all of those imprints, the shifting, the changing to this new feeling to carry through your entire being. So that that old regret no longer exists. It's simply gone. Now, when you're finished with the visualization of this one incident, I want you to come back. And I will bring you back now. And at one, you see what's happening. You're aware of what you said. And you're ready to come back to the present. So two starts you coming out of the old incident. It starts you realizing that you shifted things, that things are feeling better. 3, you're on your way back to the current reality and your current present. 4, you're feeling a shift. You're feeling a change. You're feeling like the regret is no longer there. And 5, back in your body, awake, alert, ready to go, and feeling into that incident that maybe things did shift. You do feel differently if you've allowed yourself to say what you wanted when you were in the past. So that is the rewind exercise and guided visualization. Now you may find that you're totally healed in this incident. Or you may find that it's the first step on a journey that you haven't been willing to take yet. But now you might be willing to take that moment. And it might be that you've been healing this for a long time, but you were stuck. And now perhaps it's broken up that log jam so that you can move forward. You can be what you want to be, and maybe there's just a little bit left to release and let go. And you're able to do that now that you've gotten past that unseen, perhaps, log jam. Now, if you want to work on the other things that you had regret on, feel free to, of course, listen to this again and bring yourself through these moments with the new one, or do it on your own if you feel that you can handle that. Whatever works. I hope that you have learned something that will be of assistance and will help you heal and grow. And if you like what you've heard, please subscribe to my channel. And you can also check out my website at www.connecttojoy.com. It's connect, the number 2, joy.com, and it will be below this video. There you'll find a free download of 5 steps to effortless quantum leap your business and your life, as well as information about Marconic multidimensional energy and the kind of sessions that I offer, which are no touch and able to send that remotely and not have to be present. And the recalibration also is there. You'll also learn about energy clearings of your home and your business, as well as success and prosperity coaching. So thank you for joining me. Until next time, blessings.